If you want to check out different content from myself, I've just set up a second channel where I'm going to post fitness and things. The link for that will be in the description. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? Tivium here. Welcome back to another episode of the Norwich City career mode with Skriniar and Sa in our squad. We should now be looking to kick on and pick up as many points between now and the end of the season. I will have a first leg Europa League game in this episode as well, and then of course the second leg I think is going to be the first match in the next episode. There we go. So Bournemouth up first. I think they were relegated, then they got promoted again. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just forget who got relegated and came back up and what have you. I think in FIFA 21, I keep talking about it, but I think I'll be a little bit more engaged with what's happening around me, and I'll pay a little bit more attention to it. You know, I started this series not as a stopgap because we didn't have anything else to do. I started it to sort of try and build a small career mode audience because I knew in FIFA 21 I wanted to do a career mode with the new sim system. It just interested me a lot, and I feel like we'll be able to get through series a little bit quicker. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm starting these episodes and I'm saying, oh, another 4 games, but we're not really getting anywhere. I mean, we are, but obviously because we're playing the 4 games, but it just feels like it takes an awful lot longer. But with simming, we'll be able to get like 8 or 9 matches done in an episode. So our new signing has been sent off. I went in a little bit recklessly, probably didn't need to do that, but Skriniar has been sent from the pitch. Bit disappointing to see that, and now of course he will be missing for the next game. Can't quite remember who the next game is against, but we're about to find out. We managed to see Bournemouth off even with 10 men, 2-0. Barco and Leao, 2 very, very common names on the score sheet, managed to secure the 3 points for us. Next game is, and I'm about to find out myself, Burnley. I remember now, mad. So Burnley, one of those really tough opponents. They have managed to sign Tonali, which is just unbelievable. Him in the middle, going to be that sort of difficult player to get past. I tried to sign him myself back in maybe the first or second season, but they wanted 20 odd million. We didn't have 20 million, so unfortunately wasn't ever really a signing we could make. If we were to continue playing this, which probably won't happen because the demo is about 5 days away now, roughly. It might even be sooner than that. I would look to potentially bring him in from Burnley because his potential is so high. We were just knocking on the door. You know, there's Tonali again, making a great challenge to stop the shot. 48 minutes in, we play the ball forward. Rafael Leao breaks into the penalty area, looking for the drag back, looking for it. It never really materialises. He goes alone and scores a great individual goal. And believe it or not, that was the only goal of the game. They were very, very structured. It was unbelievably difficult to break into the penalty area. A lot of pot shots from outside. Then the Europa League. First knockout game, of course, the first leg. We are away from home against Club Brugge. As you can see, they have one of the best goalkeepers to ever play the game in goal, Mignolet. They are playing 3 at the back. I don't recognise nearly anyone else in that entire team. In fact, I don't recognise anyone in that team apart from Mignolet, which is a bit weird. And then, of course, our lineup, Skriniar back in for this one. He's not suspended, of course. Lewis plays instead of Lodi. Sangar getting a game. And Sa starting as well. I wasn't taking this opponent lightly. I didn't think, well, Club Brugge are going to be a walkover because obviously they've got to where they are, right? So they've done well in the group. Another block there from a slide challenge from a defender. But on the other hand, I was thinking, surely we're better. So I did rest a few players here or there, and I did play Sangar when normally I probably wouldn't have played. He has been complaining a little bit. Well, not complaining, but expressing his concern about his lack of first-team football. So that's one of the reasons why. I feel like Sa deserves more first-team football as well. It's just finding the balance between him and maybe Kubo getting game time. Speaking of Kubo, here he is off the bench. His first touch, he danced around 3 players and then pops it in the back of the net to make it 1-0. That's our away goal, and that is very, very important as we run out 1-0 winners. We have stopped Club Brugge from scoring. We have our away goal. The advantage is now with us. We need to go back to Carrow Road, make sure that we do the business. So long as we can get a win or even get a draw at 1-1, we'll be fine. Now, Leicester up next. As you know, Leicester are one of those teams that I like to beat. Iheanacho playing at left-back was a questionable choice from, I believe is Brendan Rodgers. It might not be the manager anymore. It might have just shown up at the beginning there, but I didn't even see it. Basogog, a player that we sold Leicester, remember, and has managed to get a goal contribution against us every single time he's played against us, hasn't been selected. He's on the bench. What they do have, though, is Bustos. He came from Liverpool. Liverpool bought him from wherever they bought him from, but he had a 45 million release clause. Here he is on goal and scores. He had a 45 million pound release clause. Leicester activated that from Liverpool, and here he is now at Leicester, and he has just scored against us to make it 1-0. Almost immediately, we managed to get back level with Rafael Leao, of course. Who else? Who else scores our goals? No one. So he managed to make it 1-1. Very happy about that. But then from there on, it was just a case of, I can't get the ball. Tielemans into Harvey Barnes, into Bustos, back to Barnes, into Knight. Back forward to Bustos, and here we go. Little 1-2, bang. What a player he is, by the way. I think he's like 86 rated or something crazy. And of course, he's still quite a young player. Sarr rounds the goalkeeper. Ball gets a little bit too far away from him. At least it wasn't Richarlison style, but still. 85 minutes on the clock, and I'm starting to think, we're going to drop points here. Even if we can manage to get an equaliser, there's no way we can go on and get the winner. Barco receives the ball, gets a little bit of luck with the ball off the top of the defender's head, and he puts it in the back of the net. Rushes to get the ball, doesn't pick it up because, you know, FIFA 20. But look at this. Flicks it, it bounces over the top of the head of the defender, and luckily falls down to him and he gets the shot off. The game finishes 2 apiece. That is a dropped set of points right there. Not happy at all. What does it do for the league? Basically means we're not going to win the league now. I mean, let's be honest. It would take some performance, some string of performances. We would need to win 11 on the bounce, and we would need to hope that Manchester City lose like 3 games. They've only lost 2 in 27. It's almost impossible for us now to win the league, unfortunately. However, it is possible for us to win the Europa League. It's still possible for us to win the FA Cup, I think. And of course, it's still possible for us to finish 4th. So there is still an awful lot to play for. However, I may start prioritising FA Cup and Europa League over the league, and we may start rotating some of the, not weaker, but you know what I mean, some of the non-regulars into the league games. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. If you have enjoyed today's episode, hit that like button, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index. The game changed. Download the app now.